Hello, this is Madameileen. Today's face paint practice is a Cenobite. It's a special request from a client of mine. I'm going to be using a combination of paints and powders on him. But for my face paint practice, I am just going to use paints and see if I can get the same effects. The shadows on this character is blue, low lights. So I do a light blue, and then I'm putting in a little bit of dark gray on both the eyelids and the lips. I am also putting a little bit of deeper blue where the curves of the face and cheekbones are. And I'm feathering it out with my finger to blend it. There's going to be a needle through the nose, so I'm building up and highlighting the areas where the needle is going to be. There are also attachments from cheek to neck to the throat area that I'm putting in. And now I'm going to draw the outline of the open skin and the trachea, and the sections of the trachea drawn in. And then since I still have white, I'm going to fill in the white of the neck, but I'm going to be very careful not to touch the white wires that I first drew on, just so I can still see a separation from the two. I will fill that in with some dark gray later. Yes, and since I still have white on my brush, I'm going to see if there's any areas on the face that I want to touch up and re-highlight. Now I'm going to work lightest to darkest colors on the throat. I'm going to put in some orange to make it easier for highlights to show up. And then I'm going to fill in the sides with a regular red. Put a little bit of red where the skin is lifted. And now I'm going to get a darker red. This is the darkest red that I could find. You can see it has a bit more intensity. I'm going to just blot it on the trachea. Then I'm going to use a dark brown to deepen the shadows of the trachea and the skin flap. And then we add bits of white to glisten on the wetness of the throat. Gruesome gore is not my strong suit, but I don't think it turned out too bad. With a dark gray, I'm now going to do the low lights on the needle through the nose. You see me here using some light blue to draw the shadow of the needle through the nose. I'm using a very fine-tipped brush, sized 0, so the line is incredibly thin. Now we're going to make the nose come back by giving just a faint line that's going to come up here and match into the eye socket. I'm going to mark the nostril better, and then I'm going to use a dark gray. I'm going to start outlining the wires and the needle. Now I'm going to fill in the nostrils, add some lines to the lips, blend the colors a bit better with my finger. Now a sparkle. We're almost done. Just going to add a little more highlights to the cheek. And there we have it.